Alrighty, I prepared the weekly analytics for NAZ today and Lumberjack today, and I thought I might send this video along to help explain some of the statistics that we're looking at. We'll start with NAZ today, and we'll start up here with web traffic. You can see the web page for NAZ today right here. We don't really see a lot of traffic to this web page. What we're discovering is most folks are going directly to our YouTube channel, which we'll look at in a little bit. There's a lot of reasons for that. I think the main reason is that our videos display much more quickly, and they're much easier to access directly through YouTube on a mobile device. And easily 50-60% of our viewers are coming from mobile is what we've discovered. So we've actually begun promoting our content on Facebook directly to the YouTube channel, just because we were seeing some delays in how quickly that content uploaded. Here on Facebook, and I'll pull over to the Facebook page for NAZ today, we saw a pretty good solid increase in our number of followers. I would always love to see this go a little bit higher. I think we should be up around maybe 8,000 to 10,000 in the long run. That would make a huge difference for us, but we did increase about 17%. We saw a nice increase in posts through my class. Interesting here is that we saw less reach, so less unique folks seeing either our page or our content, or not less, yeah, slightly less, about the same really, but significant increases in the amount of engagement that we had on those posts that we did deliver. I don't know if that's the type of content we're delivering, or it could have something to do with maybe a slightly more loyal, or we're actually engaging the folks that we do reach a little bit better than we have in the past with our content. So this is a really interesting difference here between our total reach and this amount of engagement. On Twitter, I focused this year on improving our Twitter presence. We didn't, I don't think, have a good activity on Twitter last year. You can see our Twitter feed here. So I had our students focusing on tweeting just about everything they had access to, and also making sure that they included these tags to appropriate kind of followers. And you can see a nice increase here in how much we engage folks. So close to doubling of the number of posts that we were doing, but importantly here is a big increase in the amount of reach that we received. So I'm really happy with that. And then on YouTube, and we should really think of this as probably one of the most important kind of tools for us, or important measures for us. Again, very nice average weekly increase here from about 38%. I would like to see this number. I think when we're fully engaging this community within the next, probably not even fully engaging, but I would like to see this number up around 10,000 weekly views. I think we could probably do that within the next couple semesters if we stay on track with how well we promote the material. So we'll jump on down now to Lumberjack, and here's the Lumberjack webpage. This page is much more important to Lumberjack because this is where people access Lumberjack content, unlike NAZ today where a lot of people are accessing the content through YouTube. Really here is the webpage is the only place for folks to access that content. Anyway, nice solid increases across the board, around a 30 some odd percent across the board for each one of these metrics. And what we see here now on Facebook, so this is the Lumberjack Facebook page, is a decrease. All my noises are beeping while I record, excuse me. But we saw a little decrease in the number of posts and the amount of reach we had. But just like NAZ today, we saw big increases, or significant increase, not quite as big as NAZ today, in the amount of engagement that we were receiving on those posts. So there's a lot of reasons that may be, possibly better content, better posts that folks were more likely to click on, to engage with. But these are a bit disappointing, this amount of reach. I'd like to see that improve. I think this is the bright side of that story, is that the stuff that we are putting out is being engaged on more actively. And then finally, not quite finally, but here is our Twitter. So total number of Twitter followers are up, and these are total numbers for all the social media follower numbers, not average weekly. But this was the number at the end of last semester. That's the number at the end of this semester. So nice increase there. But huge increase in the number of posts and the amount of reach that we had on those posts. I think we can attribute that a lot to the live tweeting that we were doing, or the Lumberjack was doing. So good job to those guys. And then finally, I'll jump through to the NAZ, or the Lumberjack YouTube channel. So let's just jump in here. Hopefully it comes up. Yeah, it's not going to show up. Anyway, you guys can take my word for it. But Lumberjack does a good amount of, they've been doing or playing with these multimedia projects. Not a huge increase here from semester to semester. I think this is something that Lumberjack could do really well with if they focused on it more. They're just not, that hasn't been a primary focus for them. So we don't see a big number going up there. We did actively use our Instagram last year. We didn't use it as much this year, so I didn't really bother with those numbers. Anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions on these numbers or this report, feel free to give me a call. I'll be around, and thanks.